kilometers. Turn right on 86th Avenue.
I'm not in my truck. So at 10:30 I pulled into the shop here in Surrey. Hood's bouncing. I wonder if one of the clips popped out again. 10:30. It's now 3:30. So that's 5 hours I've sat there. And my truck's not ready yet. They keep going, give us another hour or two. Another hour or two. We keep doing these diagnostics. There's something wrong with the engine still. So I talked to the mechanic and he just goes, well, to finish this test we're doing right now, it'll take at least 2 hours and then we'll see. And I just go, in your personal opinion, am I getting this truck back today? He just goes, no. He just goes, highly unlikely. He goes, once we're done the test, if it comes up with something,
currently light traffic on your route.
If it comes up with something that needs to be fixed, likely we won't have the parts in house, we have to order it. So, oh shoot, I should have grabbed some other stuff out of that truck. Darn it! I was talking to Jess about that earlier.
In 700 meters, turn right on 86th Avenue.
Oh well, that's okay. I was just got the go-ahead to head down the highway, so we'll grab our load, deliver it to Kamloops. Unfortunately, I loaded the load for the other truck, so it's going to be a little light on the drives, lighter than I intended it to be. But we'll make it work. Probably chaining up on Coquihalla, but who knows? Who knows?
Turn right at the traffic light.
I don't want to turn right at the traffic light. Why is the Garmin bringing me here anyway? Because this is where my trailers are. It's really nice and close to the shop. Good place to drop off the trailers. Because the shop yard is really small.
Turn right on 85th Avenue.
And the roadway that I parked on is not plowed at all, so I'm hoping I can back into the trailers without spinning out, because it is going to be backing uphill. Yeah, I'm definitely going to check that hood latch. There's my trailers parked there in the bottom. Figure's a little flatter down there. Okay, I'm going to lock everything up here. It'll take a few seconds to lock up. Oh, I have to take the pin lock off too.
198th Street, then take the first right.
Slam into the trailer and hit the pin lock, right? thing I know, the trailer is at the right height for this truck. Okay, I'm going to take that pin lock off, hook up, and then head down the highway. Hood was latched in nicely. So I'm not sure what I was seeing there. Okay, seatbelt. What are you doing? Why are you all twisted up? Let's get you correct. There we go. Tug test. Just watch I get stuck thanks to the tug test. Should probably do that on solid pavement. I mean, I looked at the fifth wheel and it's locked in. Got lots of room there, you don't have to back up. I waved and thanked him anyway. Whew, hot here.
Turn right on 86th Avenue.
Okay. Went across the street from the repair shop and had some fast food. Okay, you can shift now. Okay, I'll manually shift. Apparently the automatic doesn't want to shift. Okay.
Arriving at Langley Sleep on the right.
You hear what she said there? Arriving at Langley Sleep. I just showed you a secret spot where we sleep sometimes. Let's clear off some of this snow. I got the momentum and a green light. Let's make this path wider. Do everyone a favor. All right. Yes, legally I can go straight into this lane because I needed this lane to make the turn. And since I've already blocked this lane, I've blocked 3 lanes.
The traffic light. Then take the ramp ahead.
Over to the side me.
Take the ramp ahead.
Do I hear an air leak? No, just my imagination. Ah, you can shift now? Cool. I'll keep this clip fairly, well, who am I kidding? By the time I get to Coca-Cola, it's dark, so. I gotta fuel up. Do I have to fuel up? Maybe not. But Coca-Cola is another 2 hours away and the sun is just setting now. I would like to do another Coca-Cola video, but with this much snow, it'd be a cool video, but.
Continue on Highway 1.
Abandoned minivan. All that sitting there made me tired. It's like half falling asleep. I'm like, there's nothing to do. So if you told me, yes, you're going to get the truck, guarantee we'll get that thing fixed today, I'll start moving all the stuff out of this truck into that truck. I got something to do. But I was in limbo land for 5 hours. Well, looks like the ABS light just came on. Must be driving through that snow there, did something, threw some snow into the ABS sensor somehow. I don't know how the ABS sensor, I understand how the ABS sensor works. I don't know where the ABS sensor is. Where on in the whole drive components is the ABS sensor? Is it out in the open? Is it enclosed? Because I find the ABS sensor seems to often not work when the weather is miserable, so. And it seems like on this truck when the ABS sensor goes, so does the traction control. Because the traction control goes off of the ABS to know when a tire is slipping, or the ABS sensor. Says there's a crazy traffic jam in 13 kilometers ahead, 33-minute delay. Okay. Just said the road is closed somewhere by Summerland as well. We're not headed that way right now, but quite a few road closures. See, I get Diamond. Oh no. I don't know what the diamond was for. Either way, I'm doing the speed limit. Wow, okay, I'm going 2 over the speed limit. How terrible. That's my rule of thumb, 2 kilometers. I'll never set the cruise control more than 2 kilometers over the speed. Not when I'm driving somebody else's vehicle. That's not true either. When I'm on my brother's motorcycle, I'm doing more than 2 kilometers over. I'm still not, I feel comfortable passing a police no matter what speed I'm going. No matter what vehicle I'm in. Never been a speeder. I think I've talked about that before. Okay. ABS is flickering off here and there, so it might clear itself out. Now once again we're climbing the Coquihalla. It's been such a long time since I've actually had a run going down the Coquihalla. Wide load. Hopefully they've got a permit. We've got flags. So if it gets dark, they need lights. Thawed out a bit today. snowing pretty hard while I was sitting there, but it didn't last long. It was snowing really hard for a little while, and then it just stopped and started all melting again. No idea what the conditions are on the Coquihalla. I'm heavy, so I know I'm going to slow down here, so we'll take the slow lane. You know what? Let's call Jess. Let me set up my hands free here. Just have to turn it on.
16 minutes of delay were added to your route.
16 minutes added? You already were at 30 minutes, so that means we're like at 45 now? Filled up. Hello, welcome to YouTube. She says hi. I'm calling you for a weather report. I totally forgot to grab stuff out of the truck. Yeah, it is my fault. She is right. That's okay. I'm comfortable with all the stuff that is in here. When I was spread out, Coquihalla, when I was spread out on 3 trucks, that was frustrating. I had my stuff spread out way too thin, but I've got all the essential stuff in this truck. Yeah. Big pothole. Princeton off-ramp. I don't know what that is. Oh, okay, so Highway 1 should be open though. The Highway 1 through Hope should be open. Yeah, cool. Adventurous. Because I'm headed toward Chilliwack and there's no snow on the road. How many? Okay, so Jess says we're going to hit some snow. Okay. Well, my GPS says there's a traffic jam ahead of us, so 44-minute delay. But any chain up for the Coquihalla? So a mix of compact snow, slippery, bare sections. Complete mix. Okay. No chain up right now. Okay, cool. So hopefully right on the bottom section. Yeah, that's right at the bottom, right by the cut. It seems like this type of snowfall that we've had now has made the lower elevations very dangerous. The higher elevations have stayed cold and the snow didn't stick to the road. I'll head over to Kamloops and see if I can get unloaded today. Apparently they stay open fairly late, yeah. I'll have to get an exact time, what time they close, and then go from there. But yeah, so I don't know. I might get there at 9 or 10. Well, definitely late after that, probably 10 or 11. So we'll see. I'm out of hours at 11, so we'll see when we get there. Yeah. Cool. Thanks for the weather report. I'll call you back after 5 sometime. Okay, so I'll probably call you after I'm over the Coquihalla. Okay, see ya. Bye, love you. See, I got my own personal weather reporter. Here's the delay. I'm afraid to turn on the radio. Yeah, I better not turn on the radio. What I will do is turn on the radio and stop recording for a bit because we're going to be in this traffic jam for the next couple of kilometers. I see some flashing lights pretty far ahead, so it might not be a super long slow down section. It just looks like it's going to be very slow till that portion, so I'll start recording once we start moving again. I was on the radio with the guys talking, and there seems to be nothing wrong in front of us. Other than, apparently there's a snowstorm between Abbotsford and Chilliwack. Looks like it might be slippery here. I'm going to throw a locker on. Got the power divider on already, so I'll put a diff lock on. Looking at the shadows, and there's lots of shadows in front of the bus. I'm like, is the bus spinning and is a slow one? But no. I look in between the cars, and there's shadows in there, and there's lots of shadows. So the bus is following traffic. Sometimes you're behind a big rig and going, man, this traffic is crazy. And then all of a sudden you poke your nose out and go, oh, it's just this one big rig that's going slow. Never mind, let's pass this one. I've done that a couple of times. It's like, why am I following this one slow guy? Hill in front of us, and usually the traffic gets a little quicker here. There's some major turnoffs here, so even if the conditions are bad, the traffic should get better here. Instead, it just gets slower. Now, at least I got one wheel on a wet road. Yeah, very, very, very often this is what trucking is all about. Anytime you get into big city centers, this is what trucking is all about. Almost every single time I come to Vancouver, I have to deal with this. Calgary, Edmonton, all the big cities. the bigger the city, the more of this you have to deal with. Going down the US I-5, expect this kind of traffic many times throughout the day. It's just the norm. And then you have to throw in bad weather and it makes it just that much worse, right? But I did talk to dispatch, say the place accepts delivery till 11, and that's exactly when I run out of hours. So if I get there around 10, I'll go ahead and make the delivery, because I've got to untarp and all that stuff. So if it's after 10, I'm just going to park it and deliver it tomorrow morning. My GPS says 9, so who knows with the roads like this. And no, my GPS is not telling me that a normal car would take till 9 to get there. It's telling me this particular load, the way I've punched it in, I've kind of got a bit of average going, is going to take till 9 to deliver. Having said that, going over the Coquihalla is going to slow me down more than what I've programmed it for, so it will likely take longer than the GPS is currently telling me. I don't gain too much speed here. I don't want to catch up with them too quickly. Yeah, it looks like half the highway's turning off here. Anyone asking about the eastbound, it's just weather. Nothing wrong on the road, just weather. It looks like another delay has popped up. I would guess that's around Hope area. I mean, there's still going to be delays here until we're past Chilliwack, but it looks like there's a delay in the Hope area as well. I don't know how many kilometers away it is, just looking on the GPS map. So did I waste 5 hours sitting there today? Yes. Will I get pay out of that? Yes. Sutco will pay me. Won't pay me a lot of money for that, but they'll pay me some money for that, so I don't lose too much. So I will get some payment for that. Because it's nothing that I could control, right? It's something that the company controlled for me. And if I had been able to get that truck, it would have made it worth it for the company to pay for that weight. Because we have a truck that's coming up this way that will be brought to the auction house, and the driver coming up here to deliver that truck is going to take this truck and bring it back to Salmo. At least that was the plan. Are they still going to bring that truck up to go to the auction house? Probably. So it definitely messes up a lot of plans and convenience and money and stuff like that because the engine wasn't finished yet. Yeah, I was thinking of going in that lane as well. I'm not sure. Maybe if all of a sudden a gap opens and I can get in there conveniently, I might go for it. Because it's definitely moving quicker now. And normally over here, from here till Abbotsford, the Hammer Lane moves quicker during a traffic jam. But till about here, it doesn't make a big difference because of all the turnoffs. There we go. Nice gap. Roads aren't slippery at all here, so that's nice. But people are saying there's a crazy snowstorm between Abbotsford and Chilliwack, so we'll see. We will see. Just coming into Abbotsford now. Airplane's making a fairly tight turn. Is it going to land at Abbotsford or not airplane but jet? Interesting behavior for big rig. Oh, look at the white streaks in those clouds, especially on the right hand side up there. It's definitely snowing really hard up there. So if we're driving into that, I can see what they're talking about. It doesn't look too bad in front of us, so maybe it has moved through. Watch the brake lights. We really don't want to catch up with anyone too fast. See, I was slowing down long before I saw the brake lights of this last vehicle. I was looking at the big brake lights on the big rig way up ahead. If you're not looking in the mirrors and looking way out ahead, you're not being a very safe driver. Look around the corner. Look beyond the vehicles in front of you and go, this vehicle is doing something. That means the vehicles in front of him are probably doing this. So yeah, I can look around corners. And I do. I plan around the corner. I'm like, okay, these people are doing this because of that. And I come up with a whole story of options that are happening in front of, like right now, the things that are happening in front of that big rig, how much space he has. I'm coming up with all these stories in my head of what's going on there. So now, when those actually happen, I'm ready for it. At least more ready for it. Because I've already gone, hey, if that's going to happen, if that guy slams on his brakes right now, okay, this is what I'm going to do. They slam on their brakes, I slam on my brakes, realize it's solid ice. What am I going to do? Okay, I'm aiming it for in the ditch over here. Just a little, I'm going to go right between those poles and not go in the deep section. I just want to park it, drive off the little lip there and then park it on the edge over there. That's where I want to hit the ditch, to avoid slamming in the back of these vehicles and killing someone. Now there's a barrier coming up, so the plan is now just to try to squeeze right between the barrier and the vehicles. And I am doing this all day, every day, and it's not stressful like you think it might be. It's not. It's planning ahead. It makes it actually a lot less stressful because you already know what you're going to do when you get there. That's when people say, you got way lucky on that one. And it's like, well, not really. Can someone let them in, please? He's signaling. Let them in. That's when someone's signaling, just make the space and let them in. He's singling in front of the big rig now. That's why they cut big rigs off, because we're smart enough to go, oh, that person's singling, I'm going to give them the space to take that. Oh, they're actually going to go in front. Oh boy. There we go. Someone finally let him in. Big rig would have let him in. I saw him on those brakes, so. And yes, usually when we're passing another rig, I always look over and wave, unless there's too much going on the highway and I can't safely do that. Still lots of drivers out here that take care of each other. If you pull over on the side of the road, often on the radio, hey driver, are you okay? You get a lot of questions, and then if you do need help, you go, hey, I need washer fluid, or I need coolant or whatever, right? So if you do need help, very often there's eventually somebody pulls over and gives you what you need. Do I want to go into that lane? As a rule, after this turnoff, both lanes are usually the same speed, but the hammer lane is a little bit quicker. Nope, 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 nope. Change my mind, change my mind. Let all these people that are trying to merge in peace. Is looking awfully black icy. Doesn't feel like it though, but it looks like it. Yeah, the weather looks pretty good here, but it looks like it was snowing a lot here recently, so yeah, I think that cloud that I saw probably moved through here and just kind of hazy-ish here where the snow blew all over the place. I feel like we're slowing down. Still lots of space here, but I'm gonna make more space just in case my intuition is right and we are slowing down. What's this hitting my windshield? Snow? Flurry? Or not flurries, but yeah, the other word. It's not snow, it's not coming to my mind. Looks like a bunch of people turning off here too. This is weird, having the snow. Sleet, there we go, sleet. Hitting the windshield and having the sun shining in over here. This is unique. What do we got? Is that a semi on its side? I would say that's a semi on its side. Tanker truck. Oh, we're all hitting the brakes. Okay, let's slow her down, slow her down. Super B tanker on its side. Milk truck. Okay, let's get some heat to the windshield because this is that kind of weather. It's gonna freeze up my windshield wipers. Or the snow is gonna stick to the windshield wipers. I got another car in the ditch on the other side there. Blast the heat to the windshield, makes it too hot in here. Oh, and there's another car there, another car. See a bright sun behind me setting. Hopefully it's not getting too dark for the camera, but the roads are pretty good. They're not slippery yet. All these cars in the ditch, I got a feeling is from yesterday. Oh, there's a big rig parked in the ditch, upright. Single trailer van, tri-axle. Looks like he planned it out as well. It's like, okay, this is where I'm going. He got stuck. You could see the tires were muddy, so he was spinning his wheels and got stuck there. Let's put in some washer fluid. Getting dark fast now with the sun setting and the snow. It's turned into not sleet here anymore and back to snow. Well, that vehicle down there still has their four-way flashers on, so that's not from yesterday. It looks like so far only one that was on its side, just the one Super B on its side. The rest of the cars are all parked right side up. Well, I guess Jess is right. The roads are snow covered coming towards Chilliwack. Oh look, there's another car in the, oh, two cars in the ditch. One white down here in the very bottom. Oh, another one there. Two of them here side by side. One for each direction. I see another one ahead. Oh, another two. Just blends right in with the snow. Both going the same direction we are, eastbound. Looks like they all have yellow tape on them. Basically, a police officer has gone to all these vehicles and checked to make sure there's nobody in the vehicle. And then they they tie tape to it so they know which vehicles are checked. Got another one here. Looks like they're all in the median, which means everybody that was maybe aggressively trying to pass, not necessarily because I'm in the center lane too and I'm not being aggressive, but very often the aggressive driving is done in the center lane, obviously. I don't know, has somebody been counting? It's been a couple. I see another one way out there on the other side of the road, well, in the median, but on the other westbound. Oh, another two. Oh, this guy is trying to drive on the white stuff instead of the black. I see what you're doing there. Kind of coming on my lane, but I think the shoulder on the inside is still fairly large. Stay out of that snow though. I see it's not plowed. I wanted to grab my steering wheel. That's not safe. That's how I end up in the ditch. Slow that wiper down a little bit. A lot darker out now. All the snow though should make the video okay, I think. Crazy how fast conditions change. Small access roads seem to be moving almost as fast as we are. That's okay, no rush. We're just gonna drive comfortably. I believe there's another car in the ditch, maybe two. Definitely two. That one's in a deeper area. One of the wheels is in the air. In a little ditch in the ditch, in a creek down there. Oh, and there's another two on the right-hand ditch. Another three. One's rolled over. One was hidden behind that pickup, so. Another one in the median up ahead. And I don't know what's in the ditch on the far left. I don't know if there's cars in that ditch. There's another car just before the overpass here on the left hand side in the median. Another one right after the overpass. Looks like that one's got some damage to it. Oh, his canopy came off. Oh, and there's another one up further ahead. Another pickup. I'm sure one of you guys is counting. For the record, there was one car in the ditch before I started recording. Or in between my recording, there was one car in the ditch. Basically, I've seen one more car than you guys have. Jess says it clears up after Chilliwack. Of course, that could have changed by now, too. Another long video. I did get Jess last time on the weekend. She went shopping. I asked her to buy some more memory cards. That way, if I do run out of memory, I've got another memory card. I ran out last week. Coming home from Alberta, there probably would have been more video if I hadn't run out of storage space. And I didn't have the time to pull over and move data to the laptop. But that's okay. We got a good video anyway, so. Looks like conditions are not getting worse, but there's less cars in the ditch, so. I see the white line. We're actually driving on the center of the highway here. So everybody in the right lane is actually driving on the shoulder. There's another one in the ditch on the right-hand shoulder. I see brake lights way out there. A white car. Oh, it looks like one of the tires is on the bumper. There's a tire on the bumper. I don't quite understand that. Not sure why. Well, we got another one on the right ditch there again. Looks like a bigger car. I wasn't expecting this with all the sun we had in Vancouver. I was not expecting this. So if it keeps going like this, there's no way I'm getting unloaded tonight. You know, that's fine. I'm okay with that. I will just I always try to get the most miles out of a run I can while doing it safely. I think we're to the point in Chilliwack here that I'm not going to lose a lot of time being on the slow lane here. And this is a narrow bridge, so I prefer to be in the slow lane. Be surprised if this pickup cuts in front of us and passes that vehicle. No, I don't think they will, because there's not enough room to zip around. A lot of this traffic's going to turn off now, so it's been quite the trip. Yeah, and those cars are going to sit in the ditch for a while because the tow trucks are all so busy right now. So tow trucks are all focusing on vehicles that are blocking lanes. If you're in the ditch and out of the way, your vehicle's not priority. This is why the highway was closed yesterday. Weather like this. At least it's still rolling today. I was just kind of thinking about my truck. I'm a little confused by what they're doing. They know the lease ends in, what, 3-4 months? If there's something wrong with the engine, why are they trying to fix it? Why wouldn't they just write the whole engine off? Warranty would cover it. And then when you get a brand new engine in a truck that's only going to put a few miles on before the lease ends, and when they get the lease back, the truck's got, or the engine's got brand new, very few hours on it. Covered by warranty. Why wouldn't they just drop a brand new Cummins engine in there? If that's what they're worried about. They were saying that their engine might be garbage, right? That's one of the issues with the air codes they're getting. That's why it's taking longer to fix than they thought. So they spent all this time rebuilding it and now realizing that maybe they missed something. We'll see, but it would be in me as the customer, or Sutco as the customer's advantage, just replace the engine and get the truck going again. It would be in International's interest to just replace the truck, and the value of the truck would go up if you replace the engine when the lease ends. The engine is, if the engine is really done and cooked, Caterpillar's not losing anything. They're going to warranty it anyway, so for Caterpillar, it's not a deal breaker. It's an even keel type of thing. International, it's a win. For your customer, it's a win. It's a lot of wins there if they would just get the engine out and replace it. I don't know. I'm not a mechanic. Maybe I should have stayed in the hammer lane. A lot of these vehicles are going to slow down and when they turn off, really killing momentum, and this lane is still moving a bit faster. Hey, at least the cars behind me are new cars now, right? I haven't really lost much space. There's a few extra cars in between me and the car that I was between, so. I don't know. I don't know what kind of video you guys are getting. Is the video still good enough? I guess I could keep recording. And if the video is garbage, I can just edit it out. It's more work for me. I hate editing. That's why you see my videos very little editing. You just get me the way I am, the real experience. I was kind of looking around this truck for camera mounts while I was down. Places I could mount a camera for different views. I think I can place a camera so that you guys could see me and the road outside while I'm driving. And the truck that it sounds like I'm going to be getting a new truck in April. The truck I'll be getting will have the same layout inside as this truck. If that's the case, I'm going to be using a couple of GoPro mounts and sticking them all over the place. You guys will be getting some new angles after April. Wait, does that mean I have to keep the truck clean because you guys can see the truck? Nah. I don't understand guys that have sparkling clean trucks on the inside and outside. I would rather be running miles and not have time to clean the truck. If I have downtime and have the energy, sure, I'll clean the truck every once in a while. But I've got gloves on the floor and everything's an organized mess. Okay, we're going to speed up a little bit here, but not much because of exactly that. Just in case someone decides to pull in front of me, I need to be able to stop. So I have to always be thinking about that. It's like the road's open in front of me, but how long is it going to be open for? So I got 3/4 tank of fuel and 1/4 tank of DEF. I think we're just going to go for it. Maybe we'll fuel up and Merit if we have to. I think that's about as fast as I feel comfortable going right now. Traffic or no traffic. Lane changes, I gotta take my time because the snow. Oh yeah, this lane's going slower. Slow down a bit. Match their speed. Just a little section where it's faster. Well, they're going really slow, so we're gonna slow it right down as well. For the same reason, just in case one of them decides to cut into this side obnoxiously. Someone that doesn't check their mirror and goes, hey, there's a big rig barreling down the road towards me. Let's go in front of them. I know in the summer the video would be useless this time of day, but I think all the snow might make it okay. I'm gonna keep shooting video. It's gonna be a long video if this all works out, but you don't have to watch it all the way to the end. won't give me a traffic report over here. GPS does great on traffic reports when you're in a big city. I wish it would do it everywhere. Yeah, I was talking to the people in the shop there, and they're like, snow never sticks around in Vancouver this long. Bad years, it snows and melts within 2 or 3 days. In this case, it stuck around all week. It's cold enough that it's just sticking around and just keeps snowing. I know it's supposed to rain today, but I think it stayed cold enough that it's not raining, it's snowing instead. It's -6 out. I would like to know where the plows are, though. Have you guys seen a single plow? Yeah, me neither. At least not on our highway here. Might have been plow parked on the shoulder there somewhere, I think. But oh, these people got their skis on top of their roof. They're going skiing. Well, just tie a rope to the back of the car and you're good to go. Time of night now where you can't see where the snow edges are. You gotta feel them. Lots of people turning off here. We've got tow trucks, looks like police. And everybody slows down on the highway. Because everybody wants to look. Well, I want to look too. Looks like there's cars in the ditch. Comfortable on snow. Maybe that's why I drive a little quicker, but I really think it through before passing every vehicle. And so far this year I have not been in the ditch. Yeah, I can say that this year. This is my third winter trucking, and both first winters I was in the ditch with the big rigs, so third winter, I think we're going to try to keep it out of the ditch this year. I've been stuck in parking areas, but I didn't need a tow truck or anything. I got myself out, chaining up and stuff, but speaking of chains, I do have to grab that other set of chains from the back of the pickup. The old rusted set. My new backup. Because I burnt out that other set this week. Okay, how much lane space do they have versus how much space do I have? Is this going to turn into a one-lane road? Let's keep an eye on that. If all of a sudden we're getting squeezed together, I think I'll just merge in between there and we'll follow single file. Pretty good. It's all looking white and the same, but you can see where it's been compacted and where it hasn't. Merge in again. Not sure how confident I feel about changing lanes anymore if there's any traffic near me, because the way these trailers are designed, it seems to gather all the snow right above the lights. It seems like all flatbeds do that. The way the aerodynamics of a trailer, especially when loaded, just packs all the snow in over your lights. So I just got to remember that likely if I am signaling, the guy behind us might not know that I'm signaling. Nice thing is I've got these little lights on the edges of on the sides of the trailer, right at the back, that don't ever get snow covered. So I still have two little red lights on the edges of the trailer that people from behind can still see that they're coming up to something. Nobody behind us right now. Gotta realize that white vehicle is quite far into the center of the lane and getting further and further into the center of the lane. Take our time passing them. They've moved back over. Now that I'm beside them, I think it should be okay. You'd hope that they wouldn't run into the side of me. I understand if they have trouble with snow. I've got a lot of experience driving on whiteout snow in Manitoba like this, so you know what to look for where the edge of the road is. If you're inexperienced, like a lot of these people here are, oh, someone walking in the ditch. Why are you walking in the ditch? That's confusing. I feel that we're very close to the median shoulder here. Oh, there's a car in the ditch here. I wonder if those lines are fairly new. I wonder if the person walking in the ditch is from that car. They're walking back to Chilliwack. I don't know if I would do that. I think I would walk up to the road and wave and see if someone would stop for me and give me a ride back to Chilliwack. In blizzard conditions, walking, getting dark, -6. If you don't know exactly what you're doing, you could end up dead in the ditch, hypothermia, and snowed under. Nobody can find you. It doesn't seem like the most safe option. Once again, that pickup is driving in the middle of the road. Let's see if we can encourage them to pick a lane. Yeah, a little closer to the shoulder there, bud. There you go. There you go. Take our time, and hopefully he's watching his mirrors. The rig is signaling, but I'm not sure what's going on there. Compact snow, use caution, blah blah blah. Yeah, we know. Is there a vehicle on the road with no rear lights on? I believe that's what's going on there. Or, like my trailers, they're packed up with snow and... Oh yeah, the lights are on. They've just been on the road long enough that lights are covered up with snow. Yeah, I'm gonna pull over at Bridal Falls here and clean off my lights. Guys, bobtailing. Yep, that would slow you down. That'd definitely slow you right down. Anyway, this has been a tremendously long video. I'm sure it's well over an hour. So thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Driving into some crazy weather. By the time we hit the Coquihalla, likely the roads will be frozen up and in worse conditions. So we'll continue to have an interesting day. Who knows if I'll even make it to Kamloops tonight. Either way, we'll keep digging. See you guys tomorrow. You guys rock. God bless.